you're not giving us your details, which just raises suspicion.
Okay.
You're filming a police station.
I understand.
You're freely admitted to us, okay? So this time you are detained for a search under Section 43 of the Terrorism Act, okay?
Are you sure you want to do that?
I'm PC Door for Lewis Police Station.
In this episode, an auditor records the rear entrance of Lewis Police Station in Sussex. What begins as a routine recording soon attracts the attention of several officers, turning a simple encounter into a lengthy conversation. Throughout the interaction, the auditor remains calm, continues recording, declines to provide personal details, and stands by his understanding of his legal rights. With that, let's take a closer look at how the encounter unfolds.
Hello, mate, you right?
Yeah, good, thank you.
How you doing?
Good, thanks.
Excellent. What are you up to, Rowan?
I'm filming
What are you filming?
the back gate.
Why are you filming the back gate?
So I just have an interest.
You have an interest in what?
The police station.
Okay, what sort of interest?
A public interest.
A public interest,
Yes.
okay?
Do you mind identifying, please?
I'm PC Door, Charlie Delta 911,
Okay.
from Lewis Police Station.
Can I help you with anything?
You're sitting in a public place, but I need to understand your motivations in filming a police station.
Okay.
Obviously, there's obviously a security concern here, isn't there?
Right.
Of people filming police stations.
What sort of security concern?
Well, I'm sure you can work that out for yourself, can't you?
No, I can't.
Okay.
Could you
Well,
care to explain?
Well, you say you've got an interest in the back gate of the police station.
Yeah.
So what is that interest?
It's a public interest.
In what way?
The public are interested.
The public interested in the back gate of the police station?
Yeah.
And why would that be?
Because the police station is paid for by the taxpayer, so I have a right to come and film it.
Okay.
Coley makes a clear point during the discussion. Recording a police station from a public place is generally lawful in the UK. Freedom of expression, including the ability to gather and record information in public, is protected under Article 10 of the Human Rights Act, although that right can be subject to certain lawful restrictions in specific circumstances. Simply filming a publicly visible government building from a public location does not by itself require permission or an explanation. As the interaction continues, the central question becomes whether there are any specific facts that would justify further police action beyond the act of recording itself.
I'm Pinnock.
Pinnock, okay. Have you got any ID, Pinnock?
No, sir.
None at all?
No.
Okay.
Sorry, I didn't mean to blow that in your face.
Okay.
Forgive me.
You ain't got any ID on you at all?
No, sir. Why would I need to provide ID? Am I committing an offence?
Oh, potentially, yeah.
What offence
Yeah.
might that
There
be?
are offences under the Terrorism Act.
Right. I don't see how...
Called like hostile reconnaissance.
Do you believe that this is hostile reconnaissance?
Well, I don't know. Yeah, I'm trying to establish that, aren't I?
Well, you need to be pretty assured and confident that this is hostile reconnaissance before you start.
I'm investigating that, aren't I? That's why I'm asking you questions.
Would somebody that would be doing hostile reconnaissance film a police station in broad daylight?
Potentially, yeah.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No.
Okay, well, that's what we need to work out, isn't it?
Okay, and what if we can't work it out?
You're happy to give me your details?
No, I'm not going to hand over any details.
You're not going to hand over details?
I'm not obliged to, officer. I'm a member of the public. Like, saying things like hostile reconnaissance is a bit...
You are a member of the public. And
It's a bit far-fetched, officer. Like, I'm here conducting a lawful activity. As you mentioned, I'm in a public place, so to be saying such things is a bit distasteful.
Well, it's not distasteful. I'm just doing my job, aren't I?
But I'm here recording from a public place.
Yeah,
You don't really have any jurisdiction.
I'm not saying you're in a public place, okay? But I'm just trying to understand what you're doing and why you're doing it. That's
Okay,
quite
well,
reasonable, isn't it?
Rest assured, it's not hostile reconnaissance. Do you think that this is a valuable valuable target for those that would want to do hostile reconnaissance?
Could be, couldn't it?
I don't agree.
So why won't you give any details?
I'm not obliged to give details. I don't just give my details to strangers. Unless you suspect me of committing an offence, I see no reason as to why I should hand over the
As I
details.
explained to you,
Yeah,
I'm trying to work out what exactly your motivation is here.
there's no ill intent.
Okay, you're telling me that. I'd like to know who you are.
Okay, well, I'm not going to tell you who I am.
It makes it a little bit more suspicious, isn't it?
Not really. I'm a member of the public. I don't just have to hand over details because you say so. Come on, like, that's not how these things work.
This part of the encounter raises an important legal question. The officer appears to suggest that the auditor's decision not to answer questions is itself a reason for further suspicion. However, choosing not to identify yourself or answer questions does not automatically indicate wrongdoing. In many situations, people have the legal right to remain silent, and exercising that right alone does not establish reasonable suspicion. Courts generally expect police decisions to be based on specific, objective facts, rather than on a person's decision not to engage in conversation. The exchange therefore centers on whether there were independent facts that justified the officer's actions, rather than the auditor's choice to remain silent. Throughout the interaction, the auditor stays calm, continues to assert his understanding of his legal rights, and does not allow the conversation to become confrontational.
Obviously, I'm just trying to establish what is going on here and who you are. So it makes life a lot easier, doesn't it?
I'm a member of the public, filming from public.
Yeah.
That's all you need to know. Are we happy with that?
I'm not particularly happy at the moment, no.
Alright, so how do we...
I'd like to know who you are.
Well, you're not going to find out. I didn't carry ID.
But you can tell me who you are.
I'm not going to. So how do we proceed?
It's difficult, isn't it?
Not really. Like, I'm not committing an offence.
It's raised alarms. You hear recording the police station has raised alarms, which is what's called us out here. So obviously people are concerned that you're recording the police station, which is why we're here, which is why we're trying to find out what your intent is and who you are.
Okay, what could I possibly do with this footage of the police station?
We don't know. A number of things happen in the world, don't they? So if we get called to a call that's a suspicious alarm, which is you recording a police station, which doesn't happen quite often.
Right.
So now my colleague's trying to ask your name so we can just clarify who you are. Because we don't know who you are. You could be known to us for a number of reasons, or you might not be known to us. But we just need to work out who you are. But you're refusing to tell us your details.
That's right. I don't see how this is suspicious. Like what?
We've been alerted to you recording a police station because someone's deemed it suspicious.
Would you mind identifying yourself?
Yeah, PC Captain. I work at a Lewis police station.
All right.
866 is my phone number.
I think someone that may have ill intent wouldn't come and film openly in broad daylight and engage with you.
Don't know that.
I told you it's for matters of public interest.
In what sense?
The public are interested in seeing police stations and back gates of police stations.
But why would they be interested in seeing the back of a police station?
I can't speak on behalf of the public, I'm just here to film.
So do you not see why that's a bit suspicious for us?
I don't think so, no. I feel like someone that would have...
recording a security building.
Is it not a secure building?
Yes, it's a security covered.
So what could I possibly do with my camera?
What do we?
Well, if you don't know, then...
It's not what you can and can't do with your camera, it's what you can do with that recording.
What could I...
It's passed on to you. My colleagues already explained to you.
This can all be seen on Google Earth, though. If I had those sort of intentions, then I wouldn't be giving you ample opportunity to come and engage me.
Coley highlights another point that becomes central to the discussion. He argues that information about many public buildings, including their general layout and surroundings, is already widely available through publicly accessible sources. From that perspective, he questions whether recording from a public location by itself is enough to suggest unlawful intent. He also notes that the person's conduct during the encounter, remaining in public, openly recording, and speaking with officers, does not on its own indicate criminal activity. The key legal issue is whether there are specific objective facts that support reasonable suspicion, rather than relying solely on behavior that may be unusual but is otherwise lawful. The encounter ultimately raises broader questions about how reasonable suspicion should be assessed and the importance of distinguishing between lawful public activity and conduct that is supported by concrete evidence of potential wrongdoing.
Bro.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
I'm just filming.
Filming what for?
Matters of public interest.
Matters of public interest. And what brings you here?
To film the police station.
But what for?
The public are interested in things like this.
So what do you do with your videos?
They'll just use it for my own recreation.
So, tell me what you do with it.
I don't need to tell you.
I'm just interested to know.
Okay. Well.
So who's asked you to come?
Nobody. I've just come at my own discretion.
Have you been here before?
No.
Any other police stations?
No.
So what is it about Lewes that's drawn you here?
Nothing. I just happened to be here. Just thought I'd do a bit of sightseeing, photography, public photography.
Okay.
Would you mind identifying yourself?
Sergeant Bowery.
Is there anything I can do to help you? Like,
I'm just curious as to why you're here, that's all.
okay, like rest assured, I've made assurances. There's no ill intent. Just a photographer. This is what I've chosen to film today. Are we happy with that?
We can't really back that up, can we? We don't know who you are.
To verify that before we...
You don't have to verify anything. I'm in a public place.
Details, it might help us.
I'm not going to give any details though.
Well, that kind of just raises suspicion, doesn't it?
Why? What's suspicious about this?
Because nobody else, for the entire time I've been working here...
Okay, well,
so that raises suspicions.
Well, there's a first time for everything. I mean, I don't need to...
Trying to hide your details, which also raises suspicions.
I'm not trying to hide anything. I don't have, I'm here in public. My face isn't covered. I'm not trying to hide anything. I've explained to you why I'm here. I don't feel like I need to account for my presence.
Okay, mate. Well, look, this is very, whether you think it's all right, this is very unusual circumstances.
Okay.
And you're not giving us your details, which just raises suspicion.
Okay.
You're filming in a police station.
I understand.
You freely admitted to us, okay? So this time you are detained for a search under Section 43 of the Terrorism Act, okay?
Are you sure you want to do that?
I'm PC Door for Lewes, please.
The conversation then turns to Section 43 of the Terrorism Act, which becomes the focus of the interaction. This power is intended to be used only when an officer has reasonable suspicion, based on specific and objective facts, that a person may be involved in terrorism-related activity. The legal standard requires more than behavior that is simply unusual or raises a general concern. As the courts have emphasized, including in O'Hara versus Chief Constable of the Royal Ulster Constabulary, reasonable suspicion must be supported by objective grounds, rather than a personal hunch or assumption. During the exchange, Coley asks the officer to explain the facts that justify using this power. The discussion centers on whether the required legal threshold has been met, making the officer's explanation, or lack of a clear explanation, a key point in the encounter.
Phone down.
Can I hold your phone?
I'll just put it down like this.
Sure.
Yeah. I'll just put it like this. Yep. Okay, so first of all, can you explain the grounds?
As I just said, your presence here, and the date of the police station, filming the police station, filming the police station. You freely said to us that that's what you're doing, okay? And
Let me know if you start recording.
we're all recording.
Can you explain the grounds of what you're expecting to find?
As I just explained to you, okay?
Anything such as what?
Anything in relation to terrorist activity.
That's a little bit ambiguous. Any sort of specific
That's what
specific items?
That's what the legislation.
I know, but pace means you have to let me know. Like what?
Terrorism Act. Okay.
I know, but it's a stop and search.
Yeah, that's
Under pace, there's certain regulations and guidelines that you have to abide to.
This isn't a pace search.
I understand, but pace sets the.
I'm using a clean empty bag.
Okay.
Do you have anything sharp on you? Anything you shouldn't have?
No,
Okay.
not.
I've already explained to you I'm PC Door from Lewes Police Station.
You haven't really explained the grounds. You just said that I haven't accounted, haven't given details.
Let me explain.
You're searching for my details. What? Is he the searching officer?
No, but I'm here and I can still explain that to you.
Okay, but if he's the searching officer, I would really expect him
That's
to
fine.
search.
So you're getting his details. He's already told you to, but I'm going to be the one explaining. So the reason for the search is under the Terrorism Act, because you're filming the police station, they're not providing us with good details, and it's raised us suspicions. You're questioned by that suspicion, and we've told you that in all our time in being here, nobody else has displayed this behaviour.
Those aren't grounds.
They are
You
grounds.
have to go on base objective, but there's no objective basis.
They are grounds under the Act.
No, they're certainly not.
They are.
Filming is not grounds.
Check up, okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
You don't have to agree, but that's just what we're telling you.
Okay, but there needs to be an objective basis for your suspicion. In order to reasonably suspect someone of being a terrorist, there needs to be an objective basis. The fact that you said no one has been here before is in no ways an objective basis. That's just something that you find unusual. I don't know.
Exactly, which raises our suspicions, and that's what we're going to grounds.
I'm going to face those things.
I don't think you've gone about this very well.
You're not?
No.
Okay.
Don't you think? Under this legislation, I don't have to provide you any details. Can I get a copy of the search slip, please?
Absolutely, yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you understand that now you may be liable to
Of course I
civil
understand that,
proceedings in a civil court.
Yes, absolutely.
Because you've just abused my rights.
Well, I don't think I've abused your rights, have
I
I?
think you have.
Okay.
Because there were no grounds other than the fact that no one in all your time of being here has filmed a police station before. There's photography guidance on the Met Police website.
Coley then refers to published guidance that has been issued to police officers on photography in public places, including guidance from the Metropolitan Police and advice circulated through policing bodies. He notes that this guidance generally explains that photography and filming in public are lawful activities, and that counterterrorism powers should not be used simply because someone is recording from a public location. The guidance also encourages officers to engage with photographers in a proportionate and respectful manner, rather than assuming suspicious intent without supporting evidence. Coley's point is that these are not obscure or little-known documents. They are publicly available guidance intended to help officers apply the law consistently. The exchange therefore raises questions about whether the interaction reflected the approach set out in that guidance, and whether the relevant legal standards were properly understood and applied properly.
We are engaging.
I know, so what was the reason for the search? What, because I wouldn't give my details?
But so we have explained, obviously you're being here, you haven't given us really much detail as to...
I don't need to give you any details.
That's fine. But then you need to understand that raises our suspicions.
But if I want to, I don't have to account for my presence in a public place. Like, I could exercise my rights and not even speak. And you can't interfere with me.
I don't know who you are. So I don't know if you're known to us for any reasons, okay? So how would I find that out if I don't know who you are? So you could have given us your name, your date of birth.
I don't need to, though.
I understand that.
I don't need to assist you in an investigation, though, do I? Sorry, finished.
Okay.
Forgive me.
So we've spoken to you, we've asked you what you're doing, you've told us what you're doing. We find it a little bit bizarre. We've spoken to you, we've asked you what you're doing, you've told us what you're doing. You've told us what you're doing. You've told us what you're doing. We find it a little bit bizarre that someone's raised our concerns that you were recording the back of a police station. It's not really recording the area, you were standing directly by the secure gates. Okay, that's suspicious to us because it doesn't happen.
Okay, but suspicion is not a crime, is it?
I didn't say it was.
You've just infringed on my rights
I didn't say
for the reasons
again,
of...
you're not letting me finish. Okay, I will finish. If you stop interrupting me, you'll understand why. Okay.
Maybe.
So we could have run you through our systems. You may not be known to us, okay, but you might be known to us. How do we know that? You could be known to us for a number of things. You could be known to us for no reason, but we could have run you through the system. We could have checked that out. So at the moment, I don't know anything about you. I don't know who you are. You don't know who I am, apart from the fact that I'm PC Cat and I work at Lewis Police Station.
Okay.
So how do I know that you're not an individual that could cause me danger or harm?
But you need to go on based on what you do know. And I don't need to assist you.
At the moment is that you're refusing to tell me your details, so I don't know anything about you, and you're recording the back of the police station.
But I don't have to assist you in an investigation. There's a case law precedent that kind of illustrates that. Rice vs. Connolly. I don't have to assist you in anything. Does that make sense? Especially considering the fact that I haven't committed an offence. Even if I was committing an offence, I'm still not obliged to assist you or hand over details. Am I still detained?
Well, you want a copy of your search?
Yeah, I certainly do, yeah. Am I still detained?
I've completed the search now, but you wanted a copy of the search.
Yes, am I still detained?
Yeah. No, you're not detained.
Okay,
no.
thank you. Please write me a copy of the search slip.
I'm just sending the search slip on my phone.
Okay.
I can't give you a hard copy of it.
Why not?
I could sort that out inside the police station.
If you don't mind.
A little bit.
Yeah, I'll wait, that's fine.
There'll be a time delay, yeah?
What's that? What are you deliberating over? I'm free to go, right?
Well, the legislation...
Yeah.
You've obviously refused your details.
Yeah.
And the legislation covers us to be able to search you.
Yes.
And also to examine your phone as well.
Right, but the search is complete. You said the...
The interaction reaches an important turning point when the physical search comes to an end. The sergeant states that the search is complete, confirms that Coley is no longer being detained, and tells him he is free to leave. That sequence is significant because the legal authority to conduct a search under Section 43 is generally linked to the period of lawful detention. Once the detention has ended, any further actions must be supported by a separate legal basis. The discussion then shifts to the officer's request to examine Coley's phone. This raises a key legal question. After informing someone that they are free to go, what legal authority, if any, supports a further request or requirement to hand over personal property? The exchange focuses on whether the officers had an independent legal power to make that request once the detention had concluded, an issue that would ultimately depend on the specific facts of the encounter and the applicable legal framework.
I've completed the search now, but you wanted a copy of the search.
No, just because we finished physically touching you.
Yeah, but the search was complete. I was free to go. Yeah, but am I free to go?
You are free to go.
All right. You said the search is over. You need to be very careful about what you do now.
Okay. Can you show us your phone? Yeah.
No, I don't want to show you the phone. No.
The power allows us to. So.
No, it doesn't. The process was complete. You said I'm no longer detained and I'm free to go. Am I still detained?
Yeah. No, you're not detained.
Okay,
no.
thank you. Yeah, but am I free to go?
You are free to go.
All right, go. Now you're just stretching your jurisdiction. Now, listen, you guys have already messed up. I suggest you don't take this any further.
Show us what's on your phone.
Why should I show you on the phone?
You can control it.
I don't want to consensually show you what's on the phone.
But it's not with consent because we're exercising the power to do it.
Well, it is with consent because I don't need to show you what's on the phone. All I've done is film this.
Well, then I'll take it and have a look at it.
So you're going to seize the phone if I don't show you?
Yeah.
Okay, so under duress and under threat of having my property stolen and seized,
No,
I'm going to show.
under the Terrorism Act.
Yes, but the search was complete, Sergeant.
No.
I don't want to show you the phone.
No.
The search was complete.
The physical search of you was complete.
The search was complete. I was free to go. You said I'm no longer detained. The search extends to my phone.
Power extends to your phone.
No, the search extends to my phone. You should have done that whilst the search was ongoing. I don't want to show you the phone.
So we will seize the phone if you don't give it to us.
All right, I'm going to show you. All right, I'm going to show you under duress and under threat of having my property seized. I'm going to show you. Okay.
The interaction then shifts to the officer's request to inspect the phone. According to Coley, he agrees only after being told that the device could otherwise be seized, and he makes it clear that he does not view his cooperation as voluntary. Whether consent is legally valid can depend on the circumstances in which it is given, and if a person argues that they acted only because they felt compelled, that may become an important issue in assessing the interaction. When Coley later produces a second phone, the officers also express interest in examining that device. This broadens the discussion beyond a single item and raises questions about the scope of the officer's actions and the legal authority relied upon. The encounter ultimately centers on whether the requests to access the devices were supported by an appropriate legal basis and whether the actions taken remained within the limits of the relevant legal powers.
So you've got another phone.
I've got another phone, that's right. This is my personal phone.
My colleague would like to look at that one, please.
Why? I haven't used this phone to
It's the same.
I haven't used this phone to record.
The legislation doesn't specify that.
No, you're just violating my rights, right? You're violating my rights at the moment.
Definitely not.
No, you certainly are. You're behaving like a tyrant. This is way beyond the powers.
This is obviously not the first time that you've come to a police station to film, because I can see on here that you've done it a few times before.
Okay.
But you didn't tell us that earlier. So
I don't have to tell you that.
No,
it's not an offence to lie, is it? There is a legitimate purpose for my film.
Like London.
So the search was complete, and then you've then taken it upon yourself to take my phone from me and look through it.
Okay, well, you were still detained at that point.
I was not still detained at that point. I've got it all on camera, mate. I wasn't still detained at that point.
I've completed the search now, but you wanted a copy of the search.
I wasn't aware that you weren't detained.
I wasn't aware that you weren't detained. I wasn't aware that you weren't detained.
Okay.
Don't look at me like that.
I just can't work out what you're doing. Okay, fine.
Can you get me a copy of the search, please?
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do.
Thank you.